One of the top management consulting firms in the world, McKinsey, recently hired what I think is their first ever creator economy senior advisor. My name's Yasi. I'm an ex-MBB consultant of 3 years, and here's what I actually think about this news. This is not as radical or as groundbreaking as you might think. The real headline here is top consulting firms are acknowledging for the first time ever that the creator economy is booming and is top of mind for their Fortune 500 clients. But because these firms have neither internal expertise nor successful client engagements to back it up, they are just starting to dip their toes in through the employment of one new senior expert. To really understand the implications, I think it's helpful to think about the flywheel strategy of a typical consulting firm. Step one, have internal expertise and talent in the area you want to play. Great, you have a senior advisor. Step two of the flywheel, win client work. Top consulting firms are expensive to hire. Frankly, apart from the handful of newly brought on creator economy experts, these consulting firms don't really know what's going on. Huge consumer facing brands either have their own sales and marketing teams, or they're smart enough to know that right now the most cost effective and possibly impactful way to leverage creators to build their brand is by going to a smaller boutique agency that specializes in social media marketing and such. In order to win creator strategy client work, I think these top consulting firms will do a few different things, including lowering their costs, as well as bundling their creator strategy work in with broader growth marketing and sales work. Third step of the flywheel, actually deliver meaningful impact to the client. This is going to be a little tricky in my experience because while senior experts do directly work on client engagements, in practice, they probably spend an hour or two per week per engagement. The actual deliverables that go to the client will still need to be detailed, in depth, tailored to their circumstances, and executed well. And let's be honest, the senior advisor or senior expert is not going to have their hands in all of that. For the sake of the analysis, let's say that these consulting firms are able to successfully deliver. Once you have enough client project volume and impact, this feeds back into step one, where you hire more external talent and develop more internal expertise. One of the challenges with this last step is historically, MBB consulting firms have been quite traditional and strict about social media. Even towards their own employees, these firms have typically had the stance that you're not really supposed to be on social media, let alone making content. But the creator economy experts they want to attract will be much more likely than the average employee to be participating in the creator economy themselves by making content. That was a very long-winded way to say this is exciting news, but it's just the start, and I'm holding my breath a little bit. Let me know what you think if I missed anything, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.